Kash Patel says The Atlantic lied about him. He even filed a defamation complaint listing the supposed lies. But his complaint didn't deny the biggest bombshells in the story: Trump scolding him, Trump's unhappiness with him, the White House already looking for his replacement. The Atlantic isn't Patel's biggest problem, Trump is. Remember when Patel chugged a beer with the US men's hockey team after they won the gold medal? The Atlantic reports that Trump called Patel to convey his unhappiness. Patel didn't deny that happened in his complaint. Look, I don't blame Patel for celebrating. It's the closest he's ever come to a win. The Atlantic also says that Trump complains that Patel seemed unprepared for TV appearances. Patel didn't deny that in his complaints either. Unprepared? I think that's just how he looks. He's got resting, startled face. It gets worse. The Atlantic reports that Trump complains that some high-profile investigations that he directed Patel to pursue have not moved quickly enough. Again, Patel didn't deny that in his complaint. So what did he do? Went on Fox and said, there will be arrests coming, and I promise coming soon. The problem? He admitted the grand jury hasn't indicted anyone. And indictments aren't exactly a sure thing for Trump's Department of Justice. Patel didn't dispute the Atlantic's report that, at Patel's direction, FBI employees are polygraphed to identify leakers. One of the questions? Have they ever said anything disparaging about Patel or Trump? Seriously? Patel wrote children's books about King Donald. He sold merch spelling cash with a $sign. He peddled vaccine reversal pills. Who hasn't disparaged him? But the biggest bombshell, The Atlantic reports that senior members of the Trump administration are already discussing who might replace him. Patel didn't deny that in his complaint either. Patel's lawsuit is him going all in, acting like he's got a great hand. He doesn't. His lawsuit is just a bluff. An attempt to get The Atlantic to fold. But The Atlantic has a good shot at getting the case tossed. And if they don't, The Atlantic is still holding the Trump card. Because no chance Trump lets Patel get deposed. Trump would push him to drop the case faster than expose his officials to discovery in a trial. Bottom line, Patel's lawsuit is going nowhere fast. Just like his career as FBI director. The only question, which will Patel lose first? His lawsuit or his job? Why do I think Patel's complaint will be dismissed? Because a lot of Patel's claims aren't about facts that can be proven false. They're about opinions. You can't sue someone over their opinions. For example, officials who said they're worried about what would happen in the event of a domestic terrorist attack while Patel is in office are entitled to feel that way. Patel can disagree with them, and I'm sure he doesn't like it, but that doesn't make their concerns defamatory. Also, many statements in the story are attributed to multiple well-positioned sources. So it's going to be an uphill battle for Patel to prove that not only are the statements false, but that The Atlantic acted with malice, knowing they were false. If Patel was deposed, it would be rough. Here are just 3 examples. First, Patel's panic. Patel's complaint admits that he had a technical problem logging into a government system. He denies that he panicked, frantically calling aides and allies to announce that he had been fired by the White House. So in a deposition, you ask Patel, on April 10th, 2026, did you tell anyone you had been fired? Yes or no? If he says yes, he loses on that defamation claim because that's the key fact in dispute. Whether Patel seemed freaked out or panicked or other people's perceptions about his behavior, and that's not a solid basis for a defamation claim. If he says, no, I never told anybody I was fired, then you show Patel his call logs, text messages, and emails from the time he got locked out of that system until the time he got back in. You go through each call, you ask him, did you tell anybody you had been fired? Lock him into the timeline of what happened, then work to disprove his claims with other witnesses and documents. Second, Patel's work absences. The Atlantic reports Patel's unexplained absences and spotty attendance at the office. Patel says that's false. He says he's at the FBI headquarters nearly every single day, and when he's not at the headquarters, he's visiting field offices. Great. This is really easy to verify. You get his key card records, you look at his email calendar, and you talk to his security detail and get their records. That will tell you when he was in an FBI building. If there are gaps, ask him where he was. It's pretty simple. Third, Patel's drinking. The Atlantic says on multiple occasions Patel's security detail had difficulty waking him because he was seemingly intoxicated. Patel disputes that. Did your security detail ever have difficulty waking you? If so, how many times did that happen and who were you with? Did you consume any alcohol the night before? How much? Then you confront him with any evidence from his security detail, including any time he had spent at Ned's in DC or the Poodle Room in Las Vegas or other places he may have gone to drink. The Atlantic also said that because Patel had been unreachable behind locked doors, equipment to breach the door was requested. Patel disputes that was the reason for this request. So you ask him, were you ever unreachable behind locked doors? If so, when, where, for how long? Had you consumed any alcohol? How much? When was the breaching equipment requested, before or after the incident? What reason was given for the request? The Atlantic's allegations are serious. In trying to look strong by suing the Atlantic, Patel exposed his biggest weakness, Trump's concerns about him, which Patel didn't deny in his complaint. Patel has fired countless FBI agents. Look for him to be fired next. Thanks for watching Courtside with Kristy Greenberg. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, comment, share it, and subscribe to my channel. I look forward to joining you next time courtside.